to Beeting Myths, the show where we beat common vegan myths. But what is veganism? According to the Vegan Society, veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation of, and cruelty to, animals for food, clothing, or any other purposes. The difference between most vegetarians and vegans is that vegans avoid eating anything to do with animals, including meat, seafood, dairy, eggs, honey, or gelatin. In other words, vegetarianism is more of a scale, whereas vegan is more towards the end of the spectrum. Let us beat these myths. Myth 1. You can't get enough protein from a vegan diet. There is a common misconception that you have to eat animal protein in order to get enough protein, but that just isn't true. Although animal food sources do contain a lot of protein, protein is still present in other plant-based sources. So, a little bit about proteins. When we eat proteins, it is broken down into small little building blocks called amino acids. These amino acids are very important to our body as they are used to create muscles and other functions. Think of it as Lego pieces that you disassemble and reassemble for different purposes. Out of the 20 amino acids, there are 9 that our body can't produce. We call these the essential amino acids because we need to eat them since we can't make them ourselves. The fact is that almost all food does contain some form of protein in some shape or another. The issue is that though animal proteins contain all the 9 essential amino acids, making them a complete protein, most plant proteins do not, which is why it is very important to eat a variety of food sources so that you may obtain the 9 essential amino acids. This can be done by combining various different food sources containing different essential amino acids. Thus, it is a misconception to say that you have to eat one meal containing all 9 essential amino acids. There are a range of different protein sources in a vegan diet, such as green vegetables, beans, nuts, and grains. Quinoa is an example of a protein source in a vegan diet that contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein. Myth 2. A vegan diet is naturally healthy by default and makes you lose weight. When you take animal proteins out of the equation, people assume that the vegan diet is naturally healthy because they think vegans only eat vegetables. Like all diets, the vegan diet can be good or bad. That is why it is important to look at alternative food sources so that we are making sure we have a balanced nutritional intake. Otherwise, vegans can become deficient in important minerals and vitamins, for example, vitamin D, iron, and calcium. In a vegan diet, people tend to decrease their protein intake and increase their carbohydrate intake. However, carbohydrates are less sustaining than proteins and animal fats. This causes an excessive intake of carbohydrates, which can lead to excessive weight gain. To avoid this, vegans must eat plant-based proteins, which are very filling, like vegetables such as spinach and broccoli, which are very fiber-rich. Therefore, it can be healthy to reduce refined sugar and processed food. This means it is healthy because you avoid unhealthy food and eat nutritional food in moderation, not necessarily because you are avoiding meat. Myth 3. The vegan diet is boring. People choose the vegan diet mainly for ethical reasons, which should outweigh the fact that they are giving up meat, honey, and dairy products, etc. But that doesn't mean they can't enjoy what they eat. Many people have the stereotype that the vegan diet consists of just tofu and salad, so new vegans may find it hard to maintain their diet. What people tend to forget is that dishes can be made vegan with simple substitutions, and all food can be prepared in several ways. Here are some examples of simple ingredient substitutions. Milk can be replaced by coconut milk, soy milk, or almond milk. Been there, done that. We are trying to present a neutral view on veganism, which presents the truth. Now, let's review the myths that we have debunked. Myth 1. There are other forms of protein in a vegan diet. Eat nuts. Go nuts. But in moderation. Busted! Myth 2. Carefully plan your meals and it will help you stay healthy. Busted! Myth 3. Veganism is not boring. In fact, it is fun. Busted! Now it's up to you to decide if the vegan diet is for you.